Hi friends, it's Paul here. Now, I've been thinking about this video for a little while now, and quite seriously, this could very well be the most important video that I'll ever make. Seriously. Now, um, I, I I want you to watch a link that I'm going to add somewhere around this video for you to watch. It's about a segment on an Australian television show called The Project um, that's recently been aired, and seriously one of the best things I've ever viewed. Now I don't watch much commercial TV. I don't watch the news, but I saw this on a Facebook on my my what do you call it, the news roll thing or whatever it's called, and I had a look at it, and I'm so glad I did watch it because there is it all sums up really a lot of what I'd like to say about this, but there is one major thing missing from it. Now, and I'll go into that in a minute. Also, today I saw a post by a friend of mine, Andrew, about um, migration in Australia, because for a long time now we've had all sorts of different races and people of different religions and what have you come to live in Australia. And for most of that time, as Andrew points out, and I'll post a video, post a link to his uh, post that he put. Um, for most of the time, people become Australians because they love the country and they love our way of life. And now it's being looked at perhaps as certain religions, Muslim religions, what have you, coming here, not so much races but actual religions. Now, I honestly believe that, I, and this is my opinion, and look, I'll leave a bit of a disclaimer here. These are all my opinions only, and you're all entitled to have your own opinions, but, everyone should have their own opinion. But I think religions, I'm not religious, but I have nothing against people that are. I have a lot of friends who are religious, but I don't think that it should be the complete 100% way you live your life. You can have beliefs and be religious and so forth, but I don't think it should take over everything that you do. Um, sure, it's good to have faith in things and some sort of guidelines to follow, but not overpower your very being, you know. Now, uh, there are a lot of problems happening across the world everywhere, and I would suggest that people from everywhere have a look at that television segment, not just Australians, because it really applies everywhere. And the main problem we have at the moment, as you'll see, it's briefly kind of pointed out in that show, is that no one is interested in getting off this fear, sort of hysteria thing. And what it is, it's mainstream media constantly bashing us over the head with bad news about every little thing that goes on. Now, in every race and every religion, there are a small percentage in everything that are just plain assholes. They are bad, evil people. And that they could be Muslims, they could be Christians, they could be English people, German people, French people, Americans, Australians, from anywhere. Everybody has their own little bunch of assholes, don't they? Excuse the terminology, but I'm trying to get my point across. Um, when you see people say, "Oh, Muslims are problems, they're causing all this problems everywhere, wherever they are," that's just wrong. You're watching mainstream media reporting. They you don't hear on the news all of the good things every day that happen, do you? No, you don't. All you see are the things that a few minority little radical groups do, and the way it's portrayed is as if it's the majority, which is just not right. Now, this is really uh, scary because it's creating hysteria and fear and hatred and everything when it's totally 100% unnecessary. I've said this before in recent videos that I've done, but I'm sure you all know people from all different races and different religions and you know, and the people you know are probably wonderful people, friendly. Go with what you see yourself with the people you know, not with what is portrayed on so-called news, which really isn't news. It's manufactured stuff to create headlines and to create, well, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's to create this divide and conquer thing. I really don't know what it is, but the thing is, when I said before, and what they say in the show is that no one's interested in getting off, it's just, it's such a shame. Why does everybody keep watching the news when we keep getting this stuff? Just get off. Stop watching it, because this is 100% behind all the problems all the way across the world. It's the news. And the message is clear. Watch that video. There's so many good things about that. So many good things. But when people, and I mean, okay, I suppose I'm a little bit guilty here too, because I'm talking about it as well. But when everyone keeps going on and on and on and on about all of these problems, they just get bigger and bigger. Now, I mean, I'm making this because I think that I'm trying to get my point across that it's so unnecessary and that everyone really needs to stop talking about it. Stop watching the news. You know, stop hating. Stop being scared. There's nothing to be afraid of. These things, these little minority groups are so small. What you're seeing on TV is it's being manipulated to make it look like it's just this big, huge, massive problem. It's not. The problem occurs when everyone gets hysterical, and then you have the problems. Then you'll have World War III or 4 or whatever we're up to now. You know, it's so totally unnecessary. Okay. Okay. Now, please watch that segment. Please read Andrew's post. There's some really, really, really good points on it, and it all makes so much sense. Well, to me, it does anyway. And you know, you make up your own mind. But please, I don't know how many times people that follow me know that I keep saying this. Please stop watching the news. There is nothing in it of any value to anybody. Okay? Keep the drive alive. Talk to you next time.